Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a part 2 of the ShopMissA $1.55 makeup. I had so much fun. It's been 4 months since I purchased from this website, but basically it has a few different makeup brands that are all either $1 or $1.55. They have some home items, they have some hair items, even jewelry items. So I found out about this company through watching YouTube. I thought it looked like fun, and I have some hits and some misses to share with you today. So if you want to see me put this face together with all $1.55 makeup products, then just keep on watching. We're starting with the eyes, and the first product I have is the AOA Studio Liquid Concealer. I picked this up in the shade Nude. And just pat this on. Coverage seems good. It's covering up any discoloration, making everything smooth and seamless. Okay. Slightly sticky consistency. We'll see if it sets down. Next, we will jump into some primer. Now, what I picked up was the setting spray and primer spray. It came as a set, and I'm going to use the Oil Control Primer Spray, and we will let that set on the face while we continue to work on the eyes. Let's test out this spritzer. Looks pretty good. Smells fresh, kind of cucumbery. And while that sets, we're going to go back into the eyes, and I picked up this cute little eyeshadow quad. I would call that a peach, and then some pink, a little shimmer. Let's see what we can pull off using this. I'm going to use my trusty Profusion ES2 right here. And I'm going to go in with that deepest shade in the corner. So far, so good. I'm going to take one of the lighter shades. I think I'll take this one right here and just go along the edges with that just to help blend. This is just a Wayne Goss brush. I do have some brushes from ShopMissA. They're in my other room. Just to help it diffusing, which I think is exactly what it did. No complaints so far. Now the shimmer feels creamy, it doesn't feel dry, doesn't seem super vibrant, more like a topper. So what I think I'm gonna do, just to make sure that we get the best payoff, is I'm going to take a little bit of the concealer and put that on the lid first. Put it right there. I guess you could call this a cut crease, but it's a very lazy cut crease, very quick and easy. We'll go across there. And let's see if that helps that glitter show up. Take a nice healthy amount on my finger. I think that helps. I think it's pretty. So if we wanted to deepen that outer edge, we've already gone into the deepest shade, so I will just go in with a smaller brush and see if we can build that up a little bit. This is just my Sigma E33. And I'm just stamping and then swirling a little. That absolutely did. Build it up. Just to add a little more dimension. Let's throw a little on that bottom lash line. I'm going to use my E54 from Sigma. Same deeper shade. I like it. Good, good, good so far. We are having some wins. Let's go ahead and throw some liner on. I picked up this AOA Gel Eyeliner. Does look to be a sharpen style pencil, and I just picked it up in black. Let's see if we can amp up this eye look a little bit more. I'm starting on the outer third. It's going on very easily. Creamy consistency. I'm going to go ahead on the bottom outside. See if we can smudge this a little bit. I'm going to take the small brush. Let's do the waterline. I'll have to keep you posted if it smudges, but so far so good. Okay, next we have the AOA Perfect BB Cream, and I got this in the shade medium. First impression, this is what it looks like. I think I'm gonna use a brush, so I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand, and I still have you close. Let me zoom you out for the face. Okay, I put some on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna take my NYX foundation brush, and let's go ahead and apply this and see how it goes. See what kind of coverage we're looking at. Just gonna work in sections. Has a little bit of a scent, nothing crazy. Generally, when you use a brush, you get a little more coverage out of a product. If you want to shear it out, you would use a sponge. Looks like I went through that pretty fast. Let's put a little bit more on the back of my hand. I'd say I'm loving the texture. It's a little sticky. See if I can build up my coverage over here a little bit, where I have blemishes. A little bit of redness over here. We'll see if this dries down a little bit. My Wet n Wild made me nervous at first because it looked very, very luminous on the skin, but maybe this one will set down a bit. Let's go in with some concealer. Put it on the back of my hand. Go back in with that concealer brush. And I am going to try to spot conceal some of those areas on my face that need a little extra help. I mean, a BB cream is not meant to be full coverage, so we'll forgive it for that. Okay, I'm going to use my finger to blend that in just a little bit more. Same sort of tacky consistency that the foundation had, but the face does look good. Just like it to set down a little bit. What we'll do to help it set is I picked up the AOA Perfect. This is their setting powder, and I picked it up in the shade Translucent. I'm just going to put a little bit. Looks very white. I'll have to let you know if it causes a white cast. I'm not sure if I'm going to have any flash photography today. But we'll just go ahead in with this. See if that helps take some of that shine away. And I think it did. I think we need to do something about these brows. But first, we will put on some bronzer. Now let me adjust myself here. We need to do the brows, but I'm going to put some bronzer on first. So what I picked up as sort of a multitasking product was this Ultimate Face Glow palette that seems to have a bronzer, a blush, a highlight. Where's the highlight? There we go. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm going to put some of that on. I'm going to use my Luxie angled brush, and hopefully this is not too luminous. It reminded me of a product from Dior that I do not have, but have coveted. Tell us if you have any products, any face products from Dior. I mean, I love their foundation and their concealer, but I've not tried any of their powders. Pretty luminous, but it did the job. The brow gel that I picked up, it's just from AOA, and it says brow gel, and I'm looking to see if I can duplicate one of my favorites, which is the NYX brow gel. So let's try it out and see how it works. It looks just the same, maybe a little bit darker. We shall see. I did not pick up a brow gel, so we're just gonna wing it. We're gonna wing it without any brow gel and see what this can do without it. So far, so good. Lots of product left over on my hand, just like the NYX. But whereas the NYX is $8, this is either $1 or $1.55, and it seemed to do a very nice job. So let's go ahead and jump in with some more face products, and I'm going to jump into this highlight next. Let's see what this does on this pretty face palette that we picked up. I think that's nice. Ooh. We've got some intense cheeks going on. When I put the blush on, it's going to help. It's going to help. Let's go ahead and jump into the blush shade here in the corner. I'm just going to use my fluffy Luxie brush. It's a lot of shine. Let's go into the new mascara. I picked up this Spider Lash Mascara and Volume from, looks like Malibu. Glitz is the brand. And it looks like it's two-sided, where maybe one is going to be volume and one is going to be curl. It says Extreme Impact Mascara. Let's see what this looks like. Yep, there are two sides to it. Here is the first side. And here's the other side. Now I have no idea which one I'm supposed to use first. So we're just gonna wing it, and I'm gonna go in with the first side first, because it has numbers on the bottom. Look at that. There is a 1 on the bottom of this one and a 2 on the bottom of this one. So we'll follow directions, and we'll use the side that says 1 first. I almost did it wrong. It is a huge wand. Try to run this through the lashes. A little on the sticky side. Let's go back in for the other side. Not sure how I'm feeling about this so far. Let's go back in with the other. Now we're on side 2. A little easier to control. Okay, our first product fail. Hard pass. Oh, I'm going to attempt to put this on my bottom lashes. If you remember from my first video, which I'll have linked below, I tried the fat lash, and that one was okay. Better than this. Okay, not pleased with the lashes, but that's okay. Next, we're going in with a lip liner that I picked up from AOA Studio, and it is in a nice nude shade called Famous. Got a bit of a crayon scent going on here. Went on creamy, but I have to say the smell of crayon is a bit overwhelming. Not sure I love that. For a lip color, I thought this was pretty. I picked this up, love the packaging on here, and it is the Malibu Glitz. Ooh, wish us luck, because I didn't like that mascara. Malibu Glitz Essential Matte Lipstick, and the shade is Maple Walnut. So this is what that looks like. Let's go for it. Doesn't smell. But this is not bad. It's a little bit of a thick consistency, but it went on opaque, not patchy. Now, while this sets, I'm gonna blot it in a second. I just wanted to show you a couple other fun things that I picked up while I was on ShopMissA, because they have lots of different products for the home, for the hair. They have a little bit of jewelry. So some of the other things that I picked up were some scrunchies. I picked up these, it says Blossom Scrunchies, and it came with this is like a mocha brown and then a darker brown, and I will say they are nice. I do like them. So it's kind of I think it's cotton. I don't think it's satin, but I do like the material. Other things that I picked up were this sponge that I did not play with. It is a sponge that you could, actually we could play with it a little bit right now, that you could use to set. You could use it for foundation, you could use it for powders. I will take one of the edges on it and do a little bit of this if you wanted to. I'm not sure this is the right powder to do that, but you could use it to shape that bronzer a little bit better, or that contour. I liked the edge on this, and it just feels like a classic sort of makeup sponge. Oh, I picked up this Shea Butter hand cream, and it is the hand repair cream enriched with real shea butter and natural oils to nourish and hydrate hands and cuticles. And I did get into this the other day when I got this in the mail, and it's nice. I just put a little bit of this on my hand, and I'm gonna rub it in. It feels lightweight, but it immediately soaks in. It's got a very pleasant scent, so that is nice because I do struggle with dry skin on my hands and my elbows. I could leave this in my purse, I could throw it in the kitchen, so I wanted to pick that up, and they had lots of different styles of that. So the next thing we're gonna do is throw a little gloss on these lips. I'm just gonna, yeah, I just blotted and it barely came off, so I think this is gonna be a nice long-lasting matte. And just for fun, I picked this up, this silly little gloss that looks like a Coke. It says cola, and let's see if it has a scent on it. I'm gonna just unscrew it here. It smells sweet, doesn't smell like cola. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this on and see if it lines up with our Fenty Gloss Bomb. It actually feels nice. It feels like a lip oil. It's not too sticky. I really thought this was going to be like the joke of everything that I got, but it's actually cute. I like it. Of course, it's going to take my lipstick right off, but if you want that plump look, no tingling, like I said, that slight sweet scent, but not bad at all. And here's what we've got other than our last step, which is going to be our, I had the oil control priming spray, and now we've got the oil control setting spray. So I'm going to go ahead and shake that up and then give myself a spritz. That same fresh scent. I don't have a fan in here, so let's try to dry that off a little bit. Okay, so roundup. What do I think is worth it? Obviously, I can't tell what these are going to do, but they felt nice on the skin. My skin does not look super oily that I can see right now, so that I think is pretty good. I like the hand cream. I know it's not makeup related, but I do. I like it. Standout products for me are the eyebrow gel. That's nice. The concealer seems to be doing very well, and foundation I'm not sure about yet. I don't feel tacky, which is good. Let's see. This, I don't think so. Probably the highlight I would use, but if you know me, I'm more of a matte blush, matte bronzer kind of person, so I feel like the glow is just a bit much for me. But I'm gonna wear it for the day. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna see how it looks. See if my husband notices. See if he says, "Hey Jen, I like the glow on your face." We shall see. So this is a maybe. The powder, it's okay. I don't think it's anything special, but if you need something for $1 that is going to set your makeup, it could be worth a try. The liner, yes, absolutely. The shadow, sure. I mean, really, we could have even taken this. I bet you this highlighter would look nice on the eye as well. Let me throw a little bit of that. I mean, look at that. Look at the difference that made. So for an inexpensive matte eyeshadow, absolutely, you could grab that little tiny palette that we got. And then if you have your favorite highlighter, or pick this one up for $1 or $1.55, whichever one it is, You could amp it up. I mean, look at that. That totally amped up the look. Totally. So there's your fix if you have a shimmer that's not working, so it's not popping quite as much as you would like, or maybe you liked the eye look before I did this. So yes, absolutely. No, 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 no. No for the lip liner. So I think I mentioned everything that I played with. I think it was fun. And for $1 or $1.55 a product, it is absolutely worth looking into. Their sponges, I didn't mention their sponges. Their sponges are fantastic. I do have some brushes. I don't think I have any of the brushes in here, but they are good, decent brushes. So check them out. Comment below if you've ever purchased from ShopMissA, and let us know your favorite products. Let me know what products you're interested in trying after watching this video. Of course, I will post the original video in the description box. I will also post links to every product that I used if there was something that you were really drawn to. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe before you leave. It really helps me, and I would love to see you 3 times a week. I post on Saturdays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment so that I know you were here. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.